Hey, there's my PS4 right there. Oh no, wait, that's a PS4 Pro, excuse me. So this is probably one of the reasons why I'm really happy to have a PS5. I never did a PS4 Pro, so I never got to experience some of the enhancements that came halfway through the PS4's life cycle. That was mostly upscaled 4K and some HDR. Like, I think only one game took advantage of this system's performance, enhanced performance, and that was Nioh, which I didn't even like. If you had the PS4 Pro, you could play either 60 frames at like 720 or something, or you can do a 1080 game with all these cool things turned on, but it was like less than 60 frames. You didn't have a TV to do that anyway. Exactly, I didn't have a TV, I didn't have anything. But I remember when it came out, I decided I didn't want to do it because I knew for sure that the PlayStation 4 Pro would not do anything significant. It would allow you to utilize a 4K television, but that's it. And really, they just kind of did this because Sony really wanted people to buy into the 4K TV phase. But it really wasn't even worth doing for the first, like, long chunk of its lifespan. 4K really wasn't worth it. It's only in the last handful of years that 4K really became like, the input lag is really low. There's actually good reason to get 4K now because there is 4K content that can be made. And so only in the last couple of years has it really been worth it. But I remember when this came out, I'm still not going to get Netflix 4K. Yeah, I mean, even when this came out, I remember very specifically people saying 4K is a meme. And it has been for a long time. I think even now you still can't get a whole lot in 4K. Now that I do have a 4K TV and everything and a PS5, there's not really a whole lot of 4K content. Yeah, I pirate shit at 720. Like, I mean, that's literally it. People don't really need 4K. It's not that huge. It's really cool to have, though. But that's all it really is that it's just cool to have. So why... The main thing that really blew my mind is people expected this, the PS4 Pro, to deliver 60 frames on games that the basic PS4 wouldn't do. And that was a complete lie. It was a complete lie. You could not play Bloodborne in 60 frames. The only time that it became true was with Nioh. And in order to do that, you had to lower the resolution of the game. And that really sucked. People hated it. It looked awful. The low resolution but 60 frames looked terrible. So, I like to think I dodged a bullet by not getting a PS4 Pro. It was just like a thing that was thrown out there that I remember contesting with. But at the same time, when I would play my PS4 games, I always had to specify I have a PS4 casual. Because some games theoretically ran better on the Pro than it did on the casual, the basic one. Now I don't have to deal with that anymore. And I kind of hated that as a streamer because I wanted people to get the experience that they would have with the game that I could then show them what it's like. And if I had an outdated system, that sucked. You know, I wasn't really able to convey what having the game was properly like. Now that I have a PS5 and everybody's gonna have a PS5, I got a 4K TV and all this shit, I'm back on top of the tech. You know, I'm on an even playing field with eventually everybody else. Everybody will eventually be right here, with the exception of maybe a 4K TV, but honestly, it's pretty easy to get one of those, even cheap. So, I mean, it was really, I really hated the PS4 Pro because of that. I really hated it. But I'm glad that it's over. It's over, and I'm back with everybody. Everything's cool. I have a relevant system again. That's what I'm very pleased about, as I'm on the same level as everyone else.